And so we have a nice President Donald Trump himself over here at internal communication. I like to refer to it as this. Um, at first, um, it might have been deemed as a dud, an image with a little bit contorting faces on it, a little bit. And as it became a little bit more a program to work and make the most out of it, anything to do with the Bible revelation, the possibility to push a heavenly effort, to maximize a heavenly effort, that sort of thing. Then, as of the last 3 years, we'll report this gets a little bit of cover here. Last 3 years or so, some stymieing and very, 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 not even superficial, but very, very menacing information came to the stipulations here, and the information addressed by us. Steve, you made these people behind your back, for the most part. Not let's not say all. Okay, behind your back, a good majority, a double side to live their life, doing every living thing of it. A good side to double side to live their life. Can you imagine? Murder magic. And I'll show you how they did it. I'm not going to say you, or unless that's going to make me, look like a, if you did, and I had luck. No, yeah. So what happened is, by stipulating, like most of the police, for example, a lot of gambling people, it was just everywhere and anywhere. And especially Robert Handy, he ill advises you. Your parents, but take a look. So conservative, you can't even talk to them for. Steve can't. Those guys are the real nice kind of people in New York. From New York, you know what? So by trying to act like you aren't someone that you can be very, very easy to work for, Steve, something's wrong with the behavior pattern here, and there's some type of looks like there's some type of missing time. Nuclear war has transpired. A BETO, an extra tap to give a hand, the possibility of security. ANTZEE did this. A God. A God, yes. And lo and behold, and BETO and everybody around the community, instead of, make sure you make the most out of it and seek heaven at all times. These type of situations. Pretty basic, New York City school system. Want to slap ceiling? No, I don't want you to slap ceiling. Pretty heaven, it's never come up, that sort of thing. Anybody run into some extra super energies, always seek heaven and do the right thing, that sort of thing. So there could be some apprehension at first, the first few years and stuff like that, but you can't really make people do it sometimes. It's just not proper until push came to shove. This is really Arnold Schwarzenegger. I saw something on that. Pretty nice right there. Back of it. And so I tried to join forces somehow with Steven Spielberg and others at the UFO, but it didn't really work. I thought maybe they could, but I don't want to say that's out of the question, So the need to use these energies to bring about heaven and pass the program or contracting agent perspective to the Defense Department and have them do the work. Look, arbitrate disputes without shots being fired, so to speak, nuclear START treaties, such a mention. You would probably know a lot more than this. yes, not no, some a little bit not right with this picture. There's some kind of a spell going on or something. But technical means of verification seem to have been the stumbling blocks back in the day there. And with James Baker III was kind of very, very influential and very, very much a asterisk in the field of being motivated to protect, serve, and be a part of the system and vote and that sort of thing. Hopefully Glasnost and that would have worked out, those kind of things. And to not know the difference for some reason or another, and this I would know that you would know for sure. I'm going to make sure we have this up. If somebody is not giving you the right information or something of such, be confused about this. Let me make sure we have this. Aside from Bank of America, it's trillions a day. Me and Kurt's music. Trillions a day. Maybe richer than you. Richer than you? Yeah. No, yes. Trillions, and she's got our money, giving it away to whoever can dissolve the USA. If that is the worst crime you could ever, ever, ever imagine. You got to be kidding, Steve. Somebody's going to knock you upside the head or something. No, I'm not kidding. I'll tell you how I can tell. I'll tell you how you can tell, too. The money is a matter, as long as it goes to the right, stipulation, right landing place or something of the such, a good thing is done with it, but that's not what they've been doing behind even your back. And she did it at Bank of America, and they're a respectable bank too. They're one of the better ones. You and I would probably stipulate, maybe concur on that. They're one of the upstanding service, and very, very nice manners, and all that kind of real good things. But to leave a double side too, and play into wit courts. They were supposed to, the local police enforcement were supposed to make sure that this was over here at underground bases around about it in a way that you, not necessarily the P there, were supposed to be compartmentalized, de factus. We're supposed to bump heads with the P, that sort of thing. It's just, you can't even think about that. It's just so stupendous. It's just busy people are very busy. I'm a busy person, Steve. Yes, sir. And so to have this made available in a way that pass the baton and resituate the censor so it isn't all day long, forevermore Steve at the helm. See? And when the stipulations of every living thing in creation, these guys still had it. And some of us might have had our experiences up and down, some might not have. But the deity is going to be an observation platform. Steve, you made these people, and so even if it said, I made you, yeah, that's what it kind of said, But to circle that as you would probably know, or somebody would care to understand or facilitate anything to do with collect data, quantify. I'll let you know when I quantify. Don't call us, I'll call you. Okay. So not to really be fast to believe everything full and through. Yeah, that sort of thing. And we all made each other too, by the way. Very many ways and means. But still, I took a look at that. Be a proud and decent, reasonable individual any which way I look at it. Hopefully, sort of good words, good thoughts, good deeds, intending. And so, the $1 trillion a day, that can't be. So she's thinking about bribing you now, bribing, embezzling. So that is what you want to do. She's thinking about coming over here, like Bank of Color, and I'm watching them. And but that isn't really necessary. But it could be the big story. But sometimes that could be just any magician knows how to make money, Steve. You know that. Money, just where's your element of business senses? Could be a business sense rift. You never know. That's just too much money for a music. But when you watch Star Trek and you see the, kid you not, you see the planes. The other one will give you some footage here to take a look at. When you watch a Star Trek type of deal, and you see the planes of other, and this right, this earthly place alone. You told me 4 quadrillion, 3 trillion setups like this. That was some of the information that was passed. 4 quadrillion, 3 trillion a while back here. Let me get this right here. I'm trying to get back on the subject of a little bit. Now, unless I went out and tried to see, I in no way, shape, or form did I even remotely closely even utter this. But back in the day when the World Towers went down, I was trying to be pushy and defensive. But even George Bush Jr., as much as I thought he might have had a pretty cognitive understanding of how that went down, and as much as I thought the entity kind of insinuated it a little bit, I double-checked, redouble-checked, and it looked as if he did not even close on that one. He was devastated. But that is not, we were out. We were maybe down, and we weren't out because 1999 emphasis in what, who knows what about drums and chemical stockpiles in Iraq, and the CIA information, administrative information that was as good as they trusted, we trusted, but was not really nearly as close as the Attorney General's information and those in police uniform and other ideas. Other ideas, yep, even get one over the pit boss. With the pit boss, you gonna kick you out or not? You one up on the pit boss. Stay easy now. Okay. One up on the pit boss. No, that can't be. Let's get over here. Okay, the embezzling, retaliatory. Go to saboteurs. The pilfering. The money's some other subject here. Oh, yeah. Yep. And my friend, my friend and girlfriend a little bit a while back, and ex-wife and stuff. And this guy, BETO, is said to went on a matrix scalpeling spree. And there's quite a few of them that got mitochondria infused advantaged DNA. Now, one might say, look, whatever it is, I got a beat, or a full house, or magic here, murder magic there, not murder magic there. So he has, and quite a few others have an ability to super brainwash, scalpel, and cadaver the whole person down and act like never even can tell that they're really BETO in disguise. Now, if not for ANTZEE here, very much of everybody would have been done for. Not just from BETO, but from Manny Fajardo, who beat everybody up about 3 years ago or 2.5 years ago. including Christine over here, do not ask her to make a try. She is so dangerous. You would go to the bathroom. As much as you might have some up your sleeve or not up your sleeve, and some tricks of your own, and be nice to Barbara Mikulski and all that kind of, and the Raymer building, nice John Warner, inquiries, sometimes 4 or 5 hours. They gotta sit through. That's the hell's in there. No. But sometimes they have to sit through informationals, 4, 5, 6, 5 hours, and police type of brainwave, generally speaking. Chief Scientist, please, Dr. Spock, blah, blah, blah. Police brainwave, and Chief Scientist type brainwave are not really the same, so to say. A little bit more hormone levels here, a little bit more gunpowder there, that sort of thing. To say everybody going up in space doing everybody off is a big complaint still. Gotta watch out for that. So in an effort to curb the stipulation being given about practically everybody's brother, so to say, and if you ones pointed fingers, it could get ugly if it's that many. So to try to walk a tightrope and please the higher ups, supernal omnipotent regard in their courts for missing people so much, so many. And people like Sandra Hutchins, very, very disturbing. And her deputies and that sort of thing were really, really, really hunkering down and doing a lot of the damage, unfortunately. And thus, the information was not getting to your military persons in the manner, in the rightful manner, as to serve and protect the rightful interests of uphold life, liberty, pursuit of truthfulness, the far and free ways from. If Steve ever found out, get this, if Steve ever found out, double time, you making these people, you're not saying, oh, and I suppose circle that, yep. Anyone, free kids, oh, great, yeah, good, great, yeah, affirmative, axillary breathing pattern, affirmative, yeah, okay, yeah, love. Everybody can make everybody. That's a little bit of a shadow of but they really, really know that they did. He did. Steve did, but that is Bob started making them too, and a few others, roundabout way. And so that's where the worries also came in, because Steve was supposedly a bait when others were pretending to be like a Steve, pretty simple, and didn't have no extra super magic capabilities, see. And so they pretended like her, like Christine, ooh, she is not a human being, or she's a mitochondria infused Leviathan parasite, like, and then some. There's a great deal, way too many of those guys going on. And if you saw, I saw, you would go to the bathroom so bad. Steve, if you saw what I got over here, you saw what we got over here, you wouldn't even know what a toilet was. And it's just, now, excuse me, not now, please. Oh, yes, now. So to circle that in a professional, polite manner, a little bit of the uppity there. Steve, playing guitar, yeah, that's what they all say. No. But to circle that and to keep a thick-head attitude, and so what's new, yep, and not what's new, and of course, right from wrong, time to put it reverse, if that, time to put it in reverse. So trillions a day. Even Christine, a server, process server, trying to do you up right now. Do everybody up. And if I see that we can communicate a little bit, it looks like you're still You're in a trance. We're trying to get you out of a trance, out of a BETO trance. People from the departed, not even trying to make a token-friendly call over here. You go right to the place, act like Bad Steve. And BETO's been nuking everybody in the whole place, the world that we're done for. Everyday affair, these couple months, weeks, and not just any megatonnage. Some information on the weight and anatomical significance of an all-in-one type of endeavor that it seemed the possibility for security. But as soon as he got a little bit of extra tap, like on a yarmulke or something, a little bit like he just went, and while I was making the nicest signs, pay attention, please. Don't have a one-track mind. You're not like that. Something is pulling you away. You're a friendly home, or you're in New York. As I pass the baton, it's like, yeah, I agree. You guys do the work, do a good job. Keep nice getting away. They don't get away. Love, love, love. And like we were saying, underneath the stipulations of $1 trillion a day over here, they're trying to dislodge me, Christina, others, trying not to bring that subject up at all. And BETO's out nuking us right here and now. And we'd be a fiery so I kid you not. I'll show you why you would want to take the precautionary psych inside, polite, and mature, and domesticated even approach or side or position of maybe there is something going on. Let me take a double look here. You know what I'm going to do to people like you if I find out? You're telling me, I'm telling you. You're telling me, I'm telling you. You got that right. And so, by coming up with these isometric type sculpture, archaic, the kind like railroad, like DIDNT, completely, totally. Look at that. That's even Arnold Schwarzenegger sport. That's sporting it, but that is really, 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 really something right there. And so there's been a few capers here and there. I might have been involved in. You have real bad stuff. I don't know what we have in this. You do make sure somebody get upset. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And so you're not a beauty company. Okay, you're right. And he's in his 60s. And so that was really something. We started looking a little better in our old second wind. So if you need to know the truth about anything, any issues, people are in trouble and not talking about it, and we have to be aware about this. If you need a place to sleep, if something's going on, in spaceship abuses, if that's going on right now, to break his neck so bad, and even if I couldn't do that, mind and attitude, and find a way to make sure BETO is stopped. It needs to be stopped. BETO, yes. You're trying to insinuate a hijacking of some sort of spaceship abuse, and you're trying to insinuate that you are a slight, what's it to you, what's not to you, if it is or isn't a telepathic type of deal within the ranks or not the ranks. It depends on authorized, not authorized, or maybe some, and not more than maybe when push came to shove. And I would share this. I'm not going to push you on the back about it, go punching or any peeing contest. But nuclear refurbish. You're on the level. You're nuclear, not around the aura, something like that. And so, to get upset at ANTZEE a little bit, what about mom getting bad, not to be a show-off, but I don't want to see you absorbing nuclear hits. I want to see you stymieing them before it leaves the chamber. BETO's doing that kind of thing. Since there's really something not right about that, you're not supposed to be a punching bag for those kind of things. Even if the whole deal wasn't perfectly brought together, the schematic from younger times, there's so much that can still be togetherly achieved and attained. And so by looking towards the future and phase advancements in life to those that are doing good, they can keep and hold a management and commerce fabric, hold the governing areas in good stride, be part of the program. That would be more apt or more qualified to qualify for phase advancements. I would share that, just put that up there. Yeah, and to regress, not regress, resurrect. So they're doing regress over there. Circle that when you get into that a little later. But to resurrect the departed, the dearly departed, very much something. And so it started becoming and taken up like a full-blown second coming of the Lord all the way deal. And there was just very many reasons that some kids, when they see a ghost in general, some just get a little bit fidgety. But it kind of had a mind of its own. It's a manipulative type of deal. But I don't want to put it on you and push it on you. He's a real busy man. I'm supposed to think like that. Even though I don't really follow the Yankees anymore. But Steve, come on. All right. Yep. But to pass this to like a George Tenet kind of person, that was back a few administrations back. He'd probably be the kind of person that would, but a chief scientist and have the guys, and kind of migrate the way or start, not migrate, but bring about change from military type of endeavor to computer communications and hybrid procreation endeavor. I need 10,000 constellations with all the amenities, and I need it now. I got to fill them up and make sure nobody's out doing weird, bad stuff. You wouldn't know how to make sure to keep an eye on that. Yes, sir. Yeah, affirmative, sir. We'll bring up some, real nice hybrid types and make sure we not fladle all the energy like BETO's doing with it. Right across some of it, been bombing Steve. So, even though Orthodox and unorthodox may not be all that the same. Let's see if we can find. So yeah, and it was also shared that you have some possibilities that believe it or not. No. See. Okay. So that would be kids or not. Even if that. So right now it seems that BETO did a real bad thing. I don't want you to even look at him. I don't even want you to look at him. But Dunford and Matthias. But your vice president, at first I was football. You get tackled. But I don't know that for sure, but but he seems to be a little bit nicer now than earlier. But this guy Beto, though, he's out raping and doing the worstest thing right now, and he's brainwashing very many people. And I am on a limb so terrible and so obviously much to go out of my way, anywhere, everywhere, to try to put him down and get a real, like, security on one saucer, like, aperture conveyance type of work, a senior official or fellow or authority employee. And he was supposed to be just a cab driver, like a flight aperture conveyance cab driver. That's it. Not a clown act. Trying to. Not only is he a raccoon, a South American like raccoon creature. See, this is pertinent information. See, you might sound rambling on a South American raccoon creature in disguise. He looks like an Hispanic guy. A little bit of this, he had a family unit, he had disorder, it looked like. But he ate him up. He did. Yeah, that's what it was shared. And so by the rank and file at the top, being so amazed by a super miracle type of, not really miracle, magic, super magic. He went on a rampage, just doing the worst which way, everywhere in my airspace. I'm trying to make heaven, nice signs, Sistine Lake Chapel, hoping for good things. And there was quite a bit of, not necessarily to sense apprehension back then. Steve, we had invisible people all day long, dud. Nothing personal. Back then, very many programs going on. I know you mean good and all that, hopefully, that kind of thing. To go that way with it, bad and nice, take it. Music, guitar, I'm a happy person anyway, a little bit. And so, that we did. We tried to stay the course. And that's a real nice shot. You put a table there. And that really did. You guys talk about tables. Who had the really, really nice table? So that can't be, you don't want to overlook that too much. So by trying to establish a mechanism here to be sure, certify, and make sure you are darn sure, Steve, that the minute, an hour, 2 hours later, 6 hours later, all of a sudden, whoosh, off your feet, Beto swiped you again, and anyone just about. Washington is closed, he's out nuking everything on a free-for-all, being an abuse of these conveyance type of situations. And they're beginning a lot of times real bad murder, real bad sex acts, murder like devil style. They attain and grow a flight aperture metal undercarriage. People, and that's how it. Steve, don't say that all the way, please. Come on, we're trying to be benevolent. Yeah, yes, benevolent, yes. Okay. And yeah, and I said, but Robert Handy, though, this guy he's a dog in disguise, how dogs are made. He's a very bad pervert, detestable, trying to do the worst witch things to any girlfriend, everyone, everywhere, with my own money, too. And you can go out doing real bad things, and no, sir. And you had like a Sistine Chapel, like isometrics, too, so it was not just an image, and some little bit, quite a bit of little media, typing, audio, video, ways of reflective field technology. That is really interesting. Steve thinks he kind of pioneered it for us. And so, that's really, really nice. You want to really check this out and give it past to somebody so you can live on in the future, not give up the ship like they're trying to do. They're trying to give up the ship, the whole ship. I kid you not. It seems like there's a little bit of a trance going on. Oh, it's okay. No, no, it's not okay. And so, spin a little kickback. Try to be interesting sounding. You'll get bored. I want to turn it off real quick, Steve. Yes. A lot of times that's okay. I can't listen. Yes, you're probably right. Let me show you how that. Oh yeah, the reflector field technology. This is not really something to brag about, but right here. See if we got some of these. Not that one. Not that one again. Some of the real good old ones. So, if anything to do with a John Warner type outcome to go his way about it, where it's supposed to probably land, I would say. I would share it, not a mandatory or absolute, but good faith. Let's see right here. Let me show you how these guys were even worse than you. No, nobody's worse than me, Steve. Steve, come on. Kid you not. People worse than you, Steve. Easy. Let's see here. Yep. So these guys here did you wrong. So I have this. Oh, there is something. Oh, I do. Wait, let me take a look at that. See, are you acting like you're chief scientist doing that? Yep. Yes, he is. And this is beta. Ooh, real bad. Hang on. Nice done. In New York now. And you know, cussing. I had to learn to stop cussing as soon as I could when I came out here fast. Seriously. And that was one thing I had to make sure I had to learn how to do. Oh, no, I'm not hardly from New York too much. Steve, easy. So, yeah, well, you don't sound too much like that, but a lot of people have real bad cussing. Oh, man. And so by acting like it's the funniest thing you ever heard or saw something's real funny and laughing. I mean, you're busy and you're serving in one thing and pull aside is what they said. Pull aside makes you have somebody pull aside. You guys do a better job. Get busy. Work. Yes, sir. Affirmative, sir. If they're doing a real bad thing, make sure you do this godly thing to make sure heaven don't loathe with Steve all day long forever. Yes, sir. Affirmative, sir. And so to stipulate local county people, as your father, and people are resurrected, and you want to wish and hope the best and goodness intending. And don't go into Don's place and steal a quarter from you. I won't, dude, I won't. Nice. And kind of the Steve's worst speed about things when he was young. The worst thing about Steve. I'll tell you. And so, by thinking that a time would have came to be, say, 7, 15, 10 years ago. 10 years ago about, 2018, 2008. It had come to be stipulated as of age. Efforts we gave in 20-something years finally came of age to be usable, formidable, or something of the such. But that can arbitrate disputes, that sort of thing, especially with technical means of verification, whereas really kind of trying to put an emphasis on. And to stipulate at the court levels, Steve, I know you like her. she's a deputy DA too. She's really nice. To stipulate how or why this would be an obligation is not really the nicest thing to be pushy about. But to stipulate it didn't exist and there was nothing there, and to be a real mean and purposeful, not telling the absolute kind of truth about it. Oh, there is a little bit, yeah, but you know, you got to get it to the right agency. If that, you got to sell the product, you know, you got to market it, and you know, and sometimes you got to make it come together. You know, contracting agencies, DOD, good luck. He meant well. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, they did say, oh, you meant well. Oh yes, I guess they did. Yeah. And so the more we kept working our program, even though there was setbacks quite a bit, more information we were coming up with. And Steve, kind of a nice guy a little bit. That's what they all say. More information. Oh, oh, they do. Oh, they did. Oh, very, very, very entrenched in some very, very delicate, sensitive information that they keep it called secrecy clearances for secrecies for very many reasons that everybody all up in the air at one time, all in all, did. You can have a bunch of real, not the most successful outcomes. And so, to absolutely, unequivocally, it doesn't exist and drug you, and be real mean about it, was kind of really upsetting right there. And there is that stuff, but the right agency, Steve, and that's the sort of thing I'm not going to say anything. We do, you know, there's lots of very many programs, this extra special type of parapsychological and all the works, then some. And or yeah, there was a little bit of outspokenness there. But when the towers came down, I started getting a little bit rambunctious. The Twin Towers came down, and I was getting a little bit, something's not right with the picture. Only a fool refuses a hand, they told me in management and stuff. Something not right. And so, by having a little bit of obscurity and trying to discern what is a truth and what is not a truth, and its ability to try to bring about truthful statements, truthful regards for a side, an obligation, an impasse, a betterment, and an outcome where, say, war has erupted or something, and I tell you what I do, it could actually take a very firm and front role if a hand was ever in need. And I think it's the funniest thing, though, and the most goofiest thing. Laugh about it. No, I'm glad you're very serious about it, and you know, there's probably a lot of people that could work with that somewhere. I'm a very, very busy person, though, and you know, good luck and all that. And even if you don't have to say good luck, people don't have to like things. People don't have to do that. People don't have to like you, like me. So it's free country. Besides, you play guitar and you think pretty good yourself, get to yourself. And, yeah, I still got my own thing going, you know. So I wasn't really real hard up about it. But the mental health industry, though, something not right with that. Mental health. To ask the CIA director to push it to their way, they go, bad. And a nincompoop or a moron. How bad would I like to get slapped silly? Not would like to. Always have heaven to have other people to know I and team and all that. Yes, sir. And so, a little bit of reasonable scruples here, and not really wanting to be ridiculed or made a mockery. It seemed like there was a lot of witchcraft-looking sorcery type of involvement with telecare, and those type of psychiatric needs to stupefy. Oh no, it going overboard to like some kind of snow job going on. And so, as we were saying, the towers came down, and the CIA information that George Tenet and others had, as referred to that, and also the Iraqi drums and chemical weapons, enough to really do a number, seemed to be convincible and believable to quite a bit in the upper echelons, even in the CIA ranks. Upon review, as to make a determination, at what point of time would I say or share or stipulate that this became a usable commodity, and how I would stipulate that breaking melting point. In 2000, year 2000, by there, became a usable commodity. Now, drugs that you have, those guys, real bad things. Poisonous, real bad things. I didn't poison it. If I had to be poisoned, I wouldn't let agree it. You could have debate things, You voted for George Bush Sr.? Yes, I did. George Bush Sr.? Yes, I did. Don't say it too loud and proud. Okay, so there. And right after that, Steve, he was really kind of proud of that. No, you don't like him too much. Okay, so wanting to do a good job in invisible warfare too, that transpired back then. That had to be a de facto situation. That couldn't have been real. Had to be some kind of mock. But it's time, a few years later, we're talking about mechanized infantries in Westminster, and tanks and invisible. What the heck? Excuse me a moment, please. BETO is behind me over here, making a try and getting very. He is the sickest, lamest thing. You would be praying that God is so bad, so quick, if he breaks through our barrier here, CIA chief, sir. And he is trying to close in. And it's been their shared information that he's hijacked right outside of my peripheral line of thought, set, and sight. You're either a really good storyteller, or General Schwarzkopf himself is going to get very bad. Yes, sir. And you'd be, you bring his name up in your company? Yes, sir. Affirmative, sir. So, this guy, BETO, you can't see this, because this guy is a real terrible thing right here, and a few others, a few rotten apples. Steve, I don't want a melodrama here. I don't either. Okay, then enough. I don't want melodrama. I want a great, right off the showroom floor, great job. Great, that's terrific. Yes, sir. That's all I want to see in here. Yes, sir. Affirmative, sir. Yes, sir. You don't put that in front of you. You get that. You make sure you make the thing work. You know, look, I need milk. Yes, sir. So you don't complain. The senior, the statesman. Yes, sir. Shh, easy. So we're going to refrain from this. But if you feel that some of these, your P is in trouble and been hit, even though you don't have to, you're not going to break anybody's neck or bones. No, sir. You're not going to call somebody out. talking high, but BETO has been raping the generals, the OSD, Secretary of Defense, and he's been doing it. Mr. Dunsford and John Bowell, raping them with his murder magic and spitting out the news crew and behind my back caper. Why is there no coverage on this? Polite, oh, great, a good time as ever, a joy to the world. And so I have to leave this conversation and I have to try to come up with some strategies here to protect, oppose, preserve, defend. $1 trillion a day, by the way, BMA, right here. That did you find, did you collect any money on? No, he didn't. He asked the CIA director to do me up and do all evil, but when monies came in, he divvied it up to go against the U.S. and dissolve the U.S. That judge right there, and stole my music with Ricky and forged it to if I were to tell you, I know about one thing, all your music, you encourage everybody. One of the things he did that, yeah, he did, and that is where the money is coming from, and because Steve and Kurt's something about it, the chemistry, that sort of thing, and you're not really in to be a big billionaire, trillionaire. You want monies to go to good seamanship, intended heavenly, duty on our country. People make mistakes here and there. People don't make mistakes here and there. But not to rub it in my face and go, hey, never try to make heaven, never uphold life. Looking towards the future. And to have a very, very disturbing local posse here, all involved in Manny's, BETO's, cockroach larvae, flight aperture, every one of you involved, and stealing my money to boot. Do have the world's up, and a time to put on the brakes, put it in reverse, and collect resituate your repository, your energies. We spelled it out real nicely, how, what, why, what to do in it. You do a real good job. And by no, sir, BETO's on the loose, doing real bad things, compromising our security, and by, looks like I'm feeling like a little bit like a Jesus kind of deal about that, but leave an opening, leave a space there, and go for a Jesus type deal, blah, blah, blah. And he's the one right there. Even if letterhead or what have us told you to do it, or the devil told you, or Seal Beach nukes us also, you're not supposed to do that. You don't want to understand that? You don't want to mention BETO and Ricky, their involvement, Damien's. You want to say, oh, I got a letterhead, you're the judge, you make a mockery of nuclear refurbish. Dr. Spock, please. Logical, illogical. Chief Scientist, please. You're acting out illogically, sir. Either somebody is fibbing, you just feel a little breeze in the air, trying to think it's a nuclear meltdown. I keep an eye on this kind of thing a little bit, but that guy, probation, real bad, mitochondria infused. Mice, rats in disguise. And not all Hispanics, not all Caucasians, are that. So please muscle up or have a good mind and attitude to not include everyone or anyone in an ethnicity type of indication as to B8. Welcome, Matt. That is color fast. Yes, sir. Will do. And New York City Public School says, yes, sir. And so by being upset at Steve because he catches John and others being a murder rape scene to the resurrected, how would you feel, my friends? Don, if your parents and friends, Kurt, resurrected, are getting raped by Beto, Witt, that judge, raping your mom. So I think he's in I think he's a little bit of a trance, and I think it's not good for Don to get too involved in this. He's really supposed to go around kitty corner so he can like pick it up out of a, put his hand in a thing and pick it up and throw a softball that way or something. Like very many tools to deal with and work with. And so some could say, but anyway, we have a narratives of this. This sounds a little bit more appropriate to listen to. And trying to close here, trying to bring forth a friendly comment. Steve, do not flirt with that woman. All right. I won't try to be like Bill Clinton either. Blah, blah, blah. Yep. And so by also sharing what nuclear refurbish and resurrection and resurrected and such unprecedented super miracles and security matters seem to be upon Steve here. The exemption and diplomatic immunity needs for critical life support, just in case, to keep your 714-725-6570 line open in the face of these individuals stealing, even you guys, stealing, even her, your judges, stealing your money and making fun of you and your efforts to bring forth heavenly good outcomes here. Trillions a day, yes. Where? Let me rob you. And at her too, laughing in our face. And so maybe respectable individuals that have a good understanding and have experience with large, pretty phenomenal amounts of money wouldn't be so imbecile-like and resort to real bad things that you do drugs, you did drugs, you do drugs, you deal drugs, you deal drugs, and you deal bread shells lined with murder for me. If that wasn't the worstest thing I ever saw. The bread shells. Yeah, bread shells, Don. That is way, and you too, bailiff right there, and him right there, hoping that you and everybody else will say that's good for you. And his murder, degenerate record, trying to laugh at expecting you to bite on that. Your record, you know, I can tell you how many you do and did, even after this transpired. We have to know those kind of things now. Even more so, you did it. And steal my money and ripped off my music to laugh in my face. And never uphold life. Nuclear refurbish is a joke. And for you to laugh here and be present because we do and did refurbish as we speak. And Beto's on the loose, spewing at nuclear fishable to say fishable materials. It's not really a big detonation type deal. In very many ways that there is nuclear weapons in today's caches. Very many people, some doctors and friends of here, they got nuclear weapons in their loins and in their spaceship, double side. There's very many ways to get burned or be a energy's powerhouse or house used for something. And you seem to think that image over there is a lot more than it looks like. I think you're getting all mad at me about it instead of passive resistance sensor. Do a good job. And they murder any of my friends and people who hurt and then coerce them into going against Steve and try to make me look like a love blabbermouth. And right after bringing you back from the dead, too. And don't want to admit it. Want to tell the police to be sneaky and underhanded about it. So the need to be able to make miracles anymore gets compromised. Especially in a time of need. Like Mr. Pink kept going over and over and over and over and over. And the devil is so bad, so terrible in underworlds. Double sides of planes of raping all your girlfriends behind your back. How would you feel to say my friends? When your loved ones or gals you like, to people like that? We can always, if you can nuclear refurbish, you can deflock. You can do a super deflock. You got double side murder magic. I tell you what I do with you. So to afford the serenity and peace of mind to staff the program and let they do the driving. It's being ridiculed and made a mockery of by real terrible. And as it says, as I see, trying to get you to put letterhead, say, oh, it don't matter, whatever, no big deal, I don't like it. I want to see if it nuclear reversed. I wanted to catch on fire, and it did catch on fire in a way that you're not telling and talking. See? And you're not covering the P's B about this to make the administrator look like $1 million. You're trying to be a sound instead of a sound. Affirmative cert. Cut the shut to get the do. Oh, that. Do a good job. That sound. Affirmative. You know what I other idea. Or a negative impute of your inventory and doing worlds up at a time when you're not supposed to be doing that. Deputy Walters. And so by thinking that this is someone to put in jail because of those beliefs, and watching him right on film, and that be so you want to know, you want to have a Robert Handy point of view, going down in evolution. Especially come a time that if this was some other refrigerator your wife did it broke the thing and then it did real bad things. That ain't what this is, though. And so you're not looking for, you're going to start crying, are you? No, I'm not. Start crying? No. But $1 trillion a day, Bernie, Harry, Don, a day, makes me a richer man than you. And BETO is laughing and is trying to corrupt and do away whoever, however, behind my back, because I'm not getting any teamwork or second emotion. Oh yeah, I mean, you don't want to see, you want to see BETO, and oh, and Ramiro Gonzalez has been in media trying to coning my rear end in public, invading my airspace right here in front of media. If I find out this is not true, Steve, you know what I'm going to do to you. Hang on, that's what it looks like. The witness point of view. So you're not supposed to be a spectacle type of deal. You're supposed. If I find where you're going to rip somebody's head off, done. somebody's head. I try to act like I ripped somebody's head off to protect you. Yeah, even Anthony Rackakis was getting hit by BETO earlier. And I got up and yelled, and the FBI director yelled so bad. It wasn't Johnny B. Good author that heard bells ring, but very, very much so. And monies came from the FBI over here to Steve, and you guys took it, swiped it, took it somewhere else, and did something else with it. And we did deliver and try to help Mr. Mueller and others from getting raped by BETO and others, and incalculably menacing BETO and taking advantage of Dunsford and a few others over at the Nellis. Oh, there is a. Oh, wait a minute. You can't show this out too much. Steve, we'll be right back. You want some cheesecake or something? Yeah, I'll take it or something. I'll be right back. All right, I'll be right back. I would think I would go that way. And that pass the baton, I overworked way too long, way too much. And it's again a good deal. Talking too much. Well, hold on. So by trying to take my SSI, and as many times as the DIDNT and the DOD, oh no, you can't do that, and stop them in their tracks too. I don't want to brag about it, and every time I do it, you seem to want to go and make a try on Steve, and that doesn't seem right. That's not the right kind of New York style. See, I want to really just have you sold that. Yeah, make sure that I'm a busy person. Yeah, make a good job. Yeah, of course, everybody knows that. Yeah, get busy working. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And I don't want to sound like I'm a boss pushing me at all, at all. I'm kind of a musician kind of deal. Look at here, share this. I didn't really like to write, type it. Steve, you're not supposed to say that to me. All right, all right. So I wasn't really the writing type, so to say. But to have a very good product here, and very many end times have come and gone, and you seem to be looking mundane, but that is not for me to be pushing you around about. It would share and stipulate the others, like Mr. Clancy and others, Mr. O'Grady or Sullivan, have someone pull you aside. That's what it says, but information and all that. If you told me yourself, Steve, I'm going to that, all that though. It ranks above the presidents, Steve. Let me show you don't, Steve. That could be really easily done too, unfortunately. Depending on what one is looking for, and safety is extra capabilities. And so, by attacking my rear end, Ramiro Gonzalez and Ricky Beto in front of news cameras making a joke about it, and doing away the resurrected massacre Treblinka style. Beto did this with court. The chance for liberation of making heaven or making goodness outcomes started really, really getting compromised. And you're not going to start crying to the president. You got to change that. Okay, well, that's where I'm at. But there's so many. Steve did a lot of it. I don't want to hear I and team, Steve. Come on, moving on. I got things to do. All right. So, would Steve want to act as if attorneys for both, or advisors, or some type of argument to the left, to the right, to the left, to the right? Kind of a reasonable argument. How many did you murder too much today over here? Make sure, because it's practically everybody murdered, they're not advising you right. And if there's one thing in life, between me and your parents, and resurrected you, better make sure you're not even remotely close to any technicalities. You have an SSI program. And if he's still transcribing, since you guys be doing the work, I'm in my 60s now, it's very, very long. And last line of defense. It's not funny. BETO's BETO is compromising everyone's life. And you're looking at it as a difference right here. And you're stealing money that, oh, I finally, I don't want to say I jackpot in, wow. Only to see there, Bank of America is doing this. And BETO's laughing, trying to act like you're too busy transcribing a try somehow or another. And so when I look at photos, sometimes me, wait a minute, that ain't me. I would do something fast, and like another scenario. Get busy, get to work. Yes, sir. And so let's move along here. And you didn't fire any guns or shoot anybody? No, I didn't, sir. You didn't nuke any? No, I didn't. You know, gunpowder, grenades? No, sir. You didn't drop kick anybody? You didn't? No, no, sir. You didn't poison it? No, sir. Come on, you got to do something. Just a little bit of this, that, and the other. That's about it. So a lot of the extraterrestrials, my good, most of them were actually us humans in a development of need real bad help and assistance, and mental health is doing the wrong thing with their resource and making monsters even more so out of us. They, instead of getting back to the spine areas and those sort of things. And so your involvement right here, you have to make sure you get this done tonight before morning, and that's what needs to be done. And you're the one ripping off my money in the act to go to whoever, however, can, and I want you shot. You're a robber in the act. Bad enough you did the treasury up and embezzled the money. Did you forget? And I caught you. We caught you. And Don and a few other people were down. Were hit. We're hit, it said. And I'm very upset about it. It's not funny to go look for Damien or whoever, however, can put a big, no, sir, let's fight about it, let's kill you, steal your money, and any effort you're giving to bring it forward instead of have some clout and reasonable. And, excuse me, I'm not done yet. You got a John Warren, you got a 4, 5, 6 hour inquiry. You have to, in a Rayburn building, you have to have patience, and you have to, make yourself at home and collect and gather information, and don't be a bunch of rowdy gun-toting needs to boom, boom, boom. And you have to deliver the goods for your fellow hierarchies and administrators. Murder and shoot and bang, bang, bang. Especially, he said, Dr. Spock is a chief scientist. Something illogical about that. So I need to be reimbursed, not lied to. Mr. Grady, sir, not Bob Anderson. I would kick you down, but don't just steal. You go, ha, ha, ha. Especially do evil, murdering, degenerate, the worst behaviors to boot. Mr. Dunsford, sir, you have to really have Charlie, well, I call Charlie over to make friends about this. You're not supposed to do a trick instead. You're a Marine Corps friend. So if BETO is hypnotizing him to some brainwashing point, he said, "You got my tie on." And get a live photo before we pan out. Loathe right here for all. Yes, sir. Doing this, murdering you, lying about it, taking your money too, pretending he lives here also. And whoever, however, can be a screw over and laughing in my face about it is not a funny thing. It's outright robbery. The money issue, they want to make an issue. Ha ha ha. You think that's funny? Did I do that to you? Did I shoot you and murder you like you just did to me? Nearby a neighborhood watch again? And that is that is the mayhem aggravating pick and roll type of stipulations of exacerbating and not only exacerbating the situation, but inflaming and defaming my character. Yeah, Steve, don't cry. Come on, hang tough. Well, that is something. Yep. But to laugh in my face, it's funny to do, and we're out murdering with BETO, and we are BETO for the most part. And because you and we have not been communicating and texting, I'm not getting the fullest type of incoming, outcoming information. And because you're looking for a police or somebody else to lie, no, we didn't bring you back from the dead. Or, no, you're not a spaceship captive or a spaceship don't come home anymore of BETOs. Hijack, not like you used to. See? And you're not really like people anymore. You're a stipulation instrument of his everything to do with do every living thing up in creation, even more so. You think that's lovely? And you made these people, Steve? And you know it too? Look, I thought the Israelis, nice Israelis, aerials around upon further observation platforms, memory allocated. And you're not to be too friendly at the present time still while these threats of BETO on the loose and doing a very, very terrible ambush effort in the act. I got things I got to do. I got some other things I got. And you think that's funny to do? News crew with it? And you're not an 8% or 9% homicide issue that you got the baton pass and stipulated and doing a real good job without you at all. Had you been doing a great job 20 times even better, talking too much. To act like something to transcribe is more important than behavior patterns indicative of uphold life, your oaths, no murdering, no going out with BETO murdering and fleeing to his supposed to be a cab driver. You're not supposed to be abducting everybody and anybody and doing a real. I said so. I would know. You're not supposed to walk all over my signs of the most isometric type of God signs I've ever seen in live. I've seen the India types and photos. I mean, you folks, I wouldn't have to tell you. You guys are upstuck on the yeah, they're really they're upstuck. They're good. You like it. One time you said flowers, you like it. Yeah, they're cute. Yeah, and then they say that they're gonna go next case. So recognizing a pattern. Oh yes, I do. A pattern of something not right with the picture, sir. You do every living thing. You think it's funny. Well, we ask you not to be out doing every living thing in creation off on a way. I mean, it is. And Hetty right there. and any gal you ever liked, instead of understand word love, and try to resituate the situation, instead of that, understand word Treblinka and rape instead. No, not that. You haven't, not that. Why is it the other one is being done? And you're laughing for that. You abandon every moral? See, you're supposed to make sure that something gets, one man, you got deserting, and you're not qualified. Even your public defenders took your money. McCormick, Leonard Gumlia, took your money behind your back. Want to all of a sudden play a judge real quick and pull a fast one. You're supposed to take something for it. If you got murder problems, if you got murder-sidedness problems, take something for it. Within reason. Shared, stipulated by reasonable address advisements. To say different, contest otherwise, 714-725-6570. Text line of everything or anything to do, and even anonymous. Even anonymous. To give a stipulation of shameful and unshameful, unlawful, the most disrespectful, criminal to the fullest extent of abandon every moral practically. Is that your normal behaviors? And so in the place of joy to the world, Manischewitz reminders and all that kind of good stuff, good things, getting back on track, getting a different type of individual here, like BETO getting him out of there, and whoever's trying to sling a shot and murder me, dared, and you did. You did. Gumlia again took money and lied to make a try. That is too low. I don't appreciate it. No, I don't. My end of the music compilation, Ricky Stanhasson forged with Joe Perez. Don't bring other musicians into this. Respect their art. Don't try to make them go against each other. Please. And so you're supposed to make the P look like $1 million at all times. Just advise in a way, please. Just advise in a way that the hooligans over here go to jail. Doing this ill commandeering means stand, bring them back from the departed, and you're seeing something that I'm not aware of in invisible double areas of, and you're asking police to pull a fast one. Oh, that's an invitation to murder you better, more, and lie about the whole thing, have BETO prevail. And you think that unless BETO got there, you think he's a creature. I'll show you. You think you like her better than monsters to take your second side, even if you made them. I'd be a lucky man, but I'm a busy man, very much, generally speaking. Steve, easy. And so someone or something has got a better, if you find better from Steve, better trying to make it look like everything to do right off the showroom floor for the administration. And if it takes a phone bridge to not get swept up in a spaceship murder magic caper so terrible, that's what it looks like going on. That's what has been reported. And there's a lot of things that I may not have been that very good at. Marilyn Bowers gave me a D- one time. Oh man, couldn't believe it. But actually, this I got pretty good at this. You pass the baton, there it is. You got a big old, good to go. You guys can do a lot with this. Not give up the whole ship, and there goes the creation, even your own. So you have to be very careful, though, because anyone I like and stuff, that sort of thing, that's cute and stuff, all of a sudden this guy's doing a real bad attack. So I can't really like or know people too much. It's just numbers for now. So very much something to do a barrage of, oh, that, oh, man, oh, yeah, pass the baton, resituate the sensor. Don't miss the point right there. Say talking too much. I know. You're not supposed to need to be a pervert to the max. You did my mom and did real bad things that resurrected. Make sure you get that in reverse, guy director. I delivered for you, your end. I yelled so hard. Oh man, I was so upset. Even FBI, I don't really get along with this team. Come on, musician. I already heard it. I don't even listen to country, even if I did. I mean, okay. But not over here at the nuclear base. What is wrong with you? Over here, town and country. Talk things over. The Hyatt over here, not Abu Ghraib. You sure, Steve? You want to? No, not Abu Ghraib. I'll take it. No. So being a James Baker III, definitely the Abu Ghraib. That does not. There's something wrong with that picture, sir. Nothing's funny in the note. Nothing's funny except for it. So please, if we would stipulate real nicely here, if you're getting another chance, an opportunity to protect the save and save ye ourselves right here and now, waking up from the departed, and not want Steve to ever find out, even more so than way years before. And Steve, he's a super extra way that you make or procreate these people. And neonatal is not really a real deal. Every doctor's going to go crazy and get all mad. It's a really serious situation that everybody pulled a prank. See, but at the same time, you want to do an assimilation conducive to civil, to interconnect the obligation or the wants, needs, desire to get back on track and looking toward the future, look that way. I would pontificate like anyone else, and maybe not like anybody else, to pass the baton and do it quick, please. So you have to do that. You have to have the right people, pull aside the right people, and don't ever be a pervert in this business, please. Any temptations to laugh at something to do a perverted thing? Draw. Steve, don't say that too fast. Okay. Don't say that too fast. And you ain't a Western movie. No, I'm not. So they're not to take the money out here and laugh in my face and sell out your country, especially to divvy the money up for a most perpendicular outcome and behavior patterns, investments. Make sure you release Ray and give her own money, her own individual capacity. She doesn't have to like me. She doesn't have to like people. Don't have to like people. They do what they want. They do what they want. So make sure that gets done, please. You put everybody in a very bad position because Wendy Lindley is not the one in charge. Neither is Joe Dunford. If you're waking up, I better extend and say, flex them and say something. Assume that role just in case. It looks like it did come to that. It looks like Steve does come through for you. And Dress Advise is right there, right on it. And so you're not going to drop kick anyone? No, not right now. You sure? Yep. And so you need an affirmative, sir. And so if you can't really do it, you got your hands full or something, feeling comfortable with this, that, the other, make sure you assign the whoever, however, that could be a good fit to get the job done in 11 hours, the whole deal. I woke up in the morning, I was going, wow, great. That needs to be done. Don't go asking the Israelis, oh, you brought him back, and we all to go, no, don't do that, please. Don't get chafy or some judge or pink, and they got a real bad needle nose, they're doing a real, ooh. The County of Orange, ooh, real terrible stuff. Or a rank above and took the initiative to not let it go with your higher power. Looting in wayside gangland. So your drugs that you tainted and shelves, shame on you. Don't make that the issue. In the face of nuclear refurbish in the act right here, right now, right there. And you see it in a way that I'm not aware of. And if I saw it in a way that you're seeing it too, I would be very, very, very disturbed. You would? You talking that way? Yep. So 714, no, laugh and take a chance. So well, even if you don't like it, make sure you have somebody that you break the ice and make sure you get the affirmative, sir. No doing everything off in creation, and no murdering whoever, however, has an effort to save you right here and now, to even be a picky, fussy individual. Even if you're a B squad, or I don't know what that, or an A squad, still, it's right to have make sure that so it is your obligation to protect your thing, not your obligation to act like as lame, as stupid as no. Why do you say that? Because very many things in life I didn't do real good at. But I was so I had to tell somebody, wow. So by easy come, easy go. So by you have to get in line with the FBI director right here, and you have to kick up some dust, Steve, as if you're gonna. That's what it looks like. It looks like I gotta act like I gotta thump you. New York and Manhattan. Ooh. Easy now. So I need you to deliver the goods here, and act like you know what to do so fast, so quick, and just stomp all over these guys. Are you out of your mind? And don't George Bush Jr. You would be a care coordinator. You would deliver a hibernation custom tailored business sense. It's supposed to be. You need hibernation, deserve it. VIP deserves whatever he wants. That's unless he pretended that I didn't say that too much. He was made to do too much direct involvement. But the VIPs are historical hierarchies of governance to give them. You want to come back as a 32-year-old. A business we have to be running here, sir. A cemetery, not abuse. Resurrection, not abuse. Are you sure? How fast would I like to get for a lot lesser? So by looking for something or someone to act as if an evil bad thing to do instead in front of the FBI director. Steve. And you did say a last line of defense if he's nuclear attacking us, and this isn't really the Earth as much as it used to be. Look at Google, it looked like it to me. Circle that. Is that Stephanopoulos? And you knew Steve was a good news hound for you for a good while. So you're not really crying it now. I think they're brainwashed or something. Something come over them. You're not trying to be a takeover. No, I want you to pass the baton, situate the sensor, sir. You want it, or that was the information, sir. Stipulate that. And by knowing the difference between breaking the law, Charlie Rose, and an oath, whether you're big or small, round or tall, whether it be you're coming or going, round and round again and again and again, to say or stipulate this is ours, not this is whatever happens on a spaceship abuse stipulation. I don't know. And so you need to go to get FBI director. Not no. I want to murder F-bombs fly. You want to murder me? Jeff Halleck? Abuse? You're not a deputy? You're a no, sir. Break the law to the fullest extent. At a most critical time when you're not supposed to. That assume a higher rank than the president. Is that your service? Steve. And they got guns. You know, yep. Act like tough talk about it. It's written all over their faces. Those that want to buy into no, sir, that are good to buy into. Doesn't matter. Laws don't matter. Guns, chemical germ warfare you did today. Wondering, oh, should I use F-bombs? Hope that somebody retributes Wendy Lindley's need to steal more, and laugh in our face, and upstage, nuclear refurbish, again, upstage. Because war, fighting, and killing is where we're at. And funny to do so. And make sure you have this exactly right to the light, to the face. And who did who, what, where, why, who murdered, who overstepped which boundaries. And material facts. I see somebody running. Steve, you are pretty good at this, but to be frank, or to be a fight and a laughter and think you're good to promote that. Fight promoting. No, I don't murder. I don't do those things, but you do. So when we shared a we with the P about practically everybody is out murdering, double-sided to live their life, every one of you do and did that. Every news anchor looking at me with a real bad, mean, instead of, I tell you what, if they are doing that. Or else my phone would surely ring. And that is a no compliance, that is no contest. Here's my gavel. And that's what they did. And laughed in your face. And took your money and tried to murder you even more so. Running along with BETO, a cab security possibility turned into, like I said, you did, changing the subject about hijacking, commandeering, murdering me right here. I think you're amused at something I'm not looking at, and that's not the right reality. You should be trying to picture yourself in a party to, please. The right reality is, would you do that to yourself? How come that question just got overlooked? A measure of stated. He's lame to forget to insinuate or stipulate, would you do that to yourself before you come charging and barging? Each and every one of you trying to charge and barge, including the process server, took my monies, earmarked monies, stolen, looted treasury monies. Doesn't matter. Evilness is better. Is that what you're wearing? Rather think that you're getting a safe hibernation deal, leeching off of Steve's light, by the way, like a parasite. You there, that. So he demands some recompense. To put this in reverse, you don't need 5 or 6. No. And some great double reverse psychology. And some, like, if it was the last thing I'd, what? Oh, of course, anybody knows that. Steve, almost that, not almost that, push him on the back, Steve. And so, by appreciation or non-appreciation of a pretty nice, not the worst work of art, you ever never didn't want to have a stipulation to regard your Hollywood areas, the Beverly Glen Market, not be a party pooper, deliver the goods better, and if it was your father's spaceship or something of the such, and you're out doing even not the nicest thing, but a lesser creature, probably a lot different stipulation there. So you're offended, Lum. Yes, I am. A raccoon and cockroaches Lowry too, going down. And if you made them stipulation, that's what you knew about and didn't want him to know it. Come here. Oh, they got the old come here. Please do not ever treat me as a slap you silly. Right there. You wouldn't really seriously argue with that. I appreciate it. And please do release the resurrected and don't do what I see you're doing. You wouldn't want to know what Steve would do. Ow, okay, corporal man. 11 minutes, 11 days, done deal. So, I don't know, a few hours in. Okay. So, please don't tease with bad intentions and accuse and insinuate in any way, shape, or form. Just you did a real good job. Pass the baton. You guys do the work. Don't fall off the tracks, please. Don't amuse yourself with Beto's trying to make a joke out of this, please. And if you say it too pushy, though, yes, sir. Now, you wouldn't really want to lose it, but I don't think it's a really nice thing to do. So where would you take it from here? Go to the FBI director, give him a call right here? Hey, I'm in trouble. They're making trouble. Make sure you get this. Act like a boss you need to get a good swing taken at my face. Sometimes you might want to come at that like you're a turkey that needs to be punched. But I don't know that for sure. BFA, that is my money. We're worth more than you do. Wow, I've been a while. Great. And you're personally doing that to do H instead of heaven. To put it in a esoteric type sense. Oh, we good. Not oh, we good. So what happened was the evidence was getting so compelling that foul play is all the courts knew how to do. Are we coming home as usual, as we used to do? Or are we not being truthful about it and asking the police to get weird about it? You wouldn't ask the police to get real bad stuff. And if you're not delivering the goods for Mr. Trump, making it right off the showroom floor, Mr. Halleck, you're not doing your job. You murder too much too. You have to be a think about it. You have to resort to being a think about it. And you not have that problem. You don't do everything off any girlfriend and resurrect it. Let's mess them up. That is way too low ball. You guys should be. You guys should be. Maybe you outclass them. Anyone wouldn't concur on that? Way too low ball. So what someone needs here is an affirmative, sir. Besides the drug and the blonde, I already heard that. You gotta know that snippet and Steve. You have to keep this conservative down if we would or could. Thank you. And by either being handcuffed in a way by BETO's mind control, matrix scalpeling contraption, or hit too many times, a time or two too many. I better get this closed out because I don't think the last one went out, and it definitely needs to get out. So you make sure whatever it is, you're not. Somebody might get killed, but nobody's going to really get killed if they keep coming back to that. If I don't get those resurrection laws put in place and get it tonight, I need to have some provision on upgrade, revise on that. I keep getting sidetracked by these kind of very, very, very dire needs to make sure we're just advised in the most bestest way that there could be, most up-to-date, more revised photographic stipulations of reflector field technologies ways. Reflector field technologies ways of getting back on track. Now, who would argue your point of view? So therefore, don't let them all of a sudden be an uncontested kind of, it sounds fair to me, fair enough. Or else you would have no news blackout on this. Why are you a news blackout? Is what's wrong with the picture. That is what's wrong with the picture here. And I know I maintain. You do? Yeah, I maintain completely. Something else, someone else, to have a news blackout is just Steve's side of this. And when you do news, you do a flash behind my back real quick and pull it. That's what I think you've been doing, BETO and a few others, to bring forth pandemonium type of deal. If I think that's what I saw you did. Police. And you're not one for a real bad ending in a bad movie. Who wants a movie without it? You're not one for those kind of foolish plans. No, sir. And so you want to Manischewitz reminders of a that, not no crack jokes. It doesn't matter. Look for however, BETO. The more you look for the cab driver turned a complete and total hijacking caperer so terrible to hide and run behind his murder spree, rape spree, quote unquote. Think he's funny and crack jokes about it. Take a better look at what you're doing, what I'm saying, please, because Steve cares where you like. Oh, they're mugs. So you think 11 minutes, well, is that the bass player? Is that the bass player? Yeah, don't have Mindy or somebody else do as, ooh, something real terrible they're doing. So terrible you couldn't even see. As bad as your record may or may not be, you can't even see this. That terrible. I can't even see. I mustn't know. It's a very, very bad thing. And you're not a cat. If you did something underneath your skin, yep, yep. So don't think those are funny things to do and get ideas if it's just too menacing for me to ask. So by thinking 714-725-6570 live as we speak, eye to eye. No, it ain't. If you need some help lying, Steve, don't be like that. It just could have would have been a hop, skip, and a jump to acting like a ladylike assimilation. So keep it that way, please. Not no. Murder anyway, lie about it all. Written all over your face, too. You don't want to be like that. Steve, she doesn't have to like you, you know. You're right, you're right. So you think between me and you and a few others, you'll find Miss Right or something. Not with BETO around. Hybrids area to bring forward. What do you call prayer to know not the right sight? It is all that you're praying against us. You are doing a bad thing. You are to go make sure you're on the line and not just standing by to weigh it down and say you are supposed to respect and understood your civil obligation at nuclear refurbish means something. Not so what? Doesn't matter. Let's see it burn in hell again. And I know you were there too and didn't want me to know about it. And something brought you back out again in the debris field. Debris field. Oh, it is. Oh, that could be way too sad for me to. Oh, and to try to come fathom that. Oh, that is really bad. I better cut this conversation. Oh, that is. Ooh. I told you to take advantages while you could. Ooh, that is really, really, really damn. Ooh, you would do that? And like a parasite leeching off your light. No, we're not. And that's why you have been yelling a little bit too much. You're not telecare. You're not a mental health program. You're, if Steve ever found out, program, let's steal his money now. After as many times as you were not around anymore, telecare and locals too. And so if they're going to be like that, let's get new people and get rid of them. That's my will. I'm not going to sit here and play games. Seriously. Over and out. I can't really even say, may a good Lord be protected and served, because I said it too many times. Only to see who wants to fight about it right there. Say, that's the issue. Especially when we stipulated, made it very clear gods are in trouble. Oh, I always go around lying about it. Wendy Lilly needs to be smoked. She murdered and raped and killed your mom and other people. Murdered Steve, like Ada Cordet did. Luigi, Carmen Luigi. Way too many people come in here. Bluey. That's not nice. That's not funny. You think it is? I think eye for an eye reciprocation is better. That's what I don't like about you. I want to say, ow, ow, 11 minutes. That's what they need. Not, pointing cruel fingers. We all go down to the depths of the Poseidon deal. That ain't what I want to see. You want to see, ow, 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 okay, all that. Yes. I know better. You think so? Yeah. I got to go. I'm out of here. They need to be in custody right there. You're trying to do penetration right there. Shoot, 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 shoot. That equivalence. And you too. Laughing, mocking. You need to be taken out and shredded to pieces. Roberto Jimenez, person to person. And I'll help. I'll help. You will? Of course. Of course I will. You go laugh somewhere else. Yeah, it's not a laughing matter. You go cracking jokes, try to act like it's a funny joke. He's like a devil. Okay, so that's what I say to good corporal man's and the whole crap. Ow! Okay. And if you don't like it, take your own first. Don't be taking other people's. Over and out. Far and free away from there. It's still trying to digitally penetrate my rear end and crack jokes. That clear shot. Got that, Mr. Dunsford, sir? Not go up, do more. It doesn't matter. Let's start a fight. And when Charlie and him came here to meet my friend, we had it sold. Had a good deal this afternoon. Had it wrapped up. You guys undid it. If anyone gets, ow, okay. That is the nicest thing you ever hear. You ain't one for the worstest sound coordinating efforts that you would ever want to stipulate, you think. Return my music, my monies, please, some. Make the deposit first thing in the morning, Mr. Leach. David, know your business better and make it look like, oh, great, nonchalance, please. And not put too much in it real quick so these guys get other ideas. So I can get a staff or 2 or 3. Anybody can see my passwords outright and you know it. So let's chop to it. And let's not ever make the P look like unsure, unseasoned, or unearthed, or untimely. And make sure he's right in the driver's seat. Or I go right up the floor or a black and white checkered flag. And take no for an answer. Take that hill right there. You take that hill. And the trenching tool, yeah, I heard it. Okay, and as long as you heard it, and that's all you got. Yep. And if I could have gotten a lot worse trouble for the moron jokes, if the moron didn't jump off the ridge to everybody on the way down, you're not supposed to do that. Yes, sir. Affirmative, sir. Affirmative, Admiral, sir. Okay, then there. If the moron, yes, sir. So why are you asking others to misconstrue out at sea and do it an air tactical? What are you, a rowdy? A rowdy, yeah, a rowdy. Yeah, rowdy. Are you a rowdy? Well, I might know somebody arm wrestle you, maybe you get a night arm wrestle. A rowdy. Good eye, good eye, good eye. You got to keep an eye on that. I didn't see it. Yeah, he's trying to do that. Yeah. Instead of you're going to manage damage. And when I woke up in the morning, oh, I got him like right. That you want to be there. SCALPEL, please. Snap, snap, chop, 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 chop to it, please. Unless I went out and murdered and bombed your position first. You didn't do that. No, sir, I didn't do that. You give the Beverly Glen Market a bad name. Steve, come on, don't lay it on too thick. Give the Beverly Glen Market a bad name. That could be a very, very, very not nice thing either. Mr. Belly, excuse me. They just probably need to meet up with the right Miss Wright or something. That's I would go that way in life about things in general. You would, yeah, or vice versa. Think so? Yeah, I'd rather go that way in beliefs. Anyway, I got work to do, and I have to get this done. It's not you got an idea to do a try. With real bad as it is. Don't corrupt and ask the police to break the law, sir. That includes BETO. Is it unfair to be assertive? Steve, come on, be assertive a little bit. I want to hear it like that. See how it sounds. You weren't out drinking with the boys, out with his old lady or something. No, don't, come on, easy. You didn't have no thing, no past kind of beef going on. No. So by assaulting, in his statement and stipulation, practically everybody's out murdering, even more so than before. So please knock it off. That man up, please. I got in trouble a lot less things. Come on, get it together. Because I turned my back and all of a sudden you're not around anymore. You're trying to act like you're sitting there. I asked you to answer in the affirmative, sir, too. You're not even close to a table. See table? No murdering. Therefore, you're not qualified. Therefore, you're not a Monopoly game. I know each player paid 50 bucks. Everybody congratulations, fun, friendly. That overlook. Please do not tease with bad intentions. Upstage, nuclear refurbish, over and out, again and again and again and again. Repeat them. Gracias, gracias, por favor. It said that Steve rank above the P, so please don't try to be a spoiler. I'm not trying to, be a look at me seeing it. Pass the baton, resituate the sensor. Pass the baton, resituate the sensor. Phone bridge, phone bridge, phone bridge. And if you couldn't have done a better job yourself, that next case, please. And you say otherwise, rapist right there. That uncontested or my phone would surely have gotten a message on the machine. And who prevailed. So please do not come knocking a try anymore and recompense the nice lad and assist yourselves in assisting yourselves to get back on track. That's not asking too much. You're not going to take a swing. No. Are you a need for him to want to take a swing, physical, and mayhem, aggravate, and crack jokes and laugh so N-words and F-bombs fly? Badgerer? So by that, I could have cleared my stipulation and stay. I mean, as many times as you cashed out on Jackson Isle, too, by the way. And took monies and pretend you live here and are stalking a try. I'm very insulted, very hurt, very ashamed. And you guys did a lot better job than me in life, a lot of ways. So give up the ship somewhere else or something else, and not on my deal. Over and out. And so when I turned my back and woke up, great, good things. If you like some gift wrap, and you want some beef sticks on your forehead, gift wrap, do you? Steve, don't show off. You can put a beef stick in a gift wrap. Oh, you have to. You are obligated because you murder too, cutie pie. I don't want to make a big stink of it out in the open. Everybody and their brother practically be murdering. Didn't you hear? Don't try to upstage the Supreme Court judges so they can't even be around and live anymore because you're upstaging them. Try to say, oh, no, we don't. Let's fight about it and do a fast one. And so I didn't ask you to say drugs, drug dealer. I asked you to stop murdering and stop saying your drugs tainted with Jack Death is better. Hospital needer in the act, and that is you want to kiss it? That is a mark right there to take yours out. That is an offensive lie at a money matter you're stealing from, and you're trying to insinuate the most expert texter job you ever saw at defending yourself. Very bad, murderous, lying, conniving. It's the worst you've ever seen. You think there's any worse ever? So you just want to say it to my face so we beef and fight about it. That's all you want to say. You don't think so? You not even a trace, a blackout of the whole deal. What's that to say? You let them have bad manners. Don't let them have bad words. Don't put me in this position, ANTZEE, please. You talk to him. Okay. Don't pander to detestable, defiling, murder, seismonships in the act. Saying drugs. I spake, not you. You didn't contest otherwise. What do you want to say? What's your name? Put it up here before we close out. Did I ask you to make a try? That's not being constructively engaged. Murder killer on the loose, on the prowl. See, I'll see for you. You need help lying? I don't want it to get ugly. The P was on this. You're not the police. You're not authorized. You murder too much. Straight up. So don't ask nuclear war to help you. Laugh in my face anymore, please. And if it does, you need to face the eye for an eye on that, not me. Over and out, sir.